Hey everybody, it's your good old boy Glob and Boopin here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. So today, we will be reviewing Heroes, the OG deck of choice. So we'll be doing the full breakdown. We're not going to be doing the price today, just didn't have time, but also, if you guys like this video, a thumbs up would be nice. Like, comment, sub, really helps me out. But yeah, let's get into this profile. So, starting off here, we'll be running 2 copies of Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, just because when this card is specially summoned, I can add a quick change spell card from my deck to the hand. And then if this card is sent to the grave, I can add 1 hero monster from deck to your hand, except Shadow Mist, and I can only use each effect once per turn. Really good to get your quick play changed out real quick, especially if you don't have any. So yeah, I run just 2. Next is 3 copies of Solid Soldier, because when this card is normal summoned, I can special summon 1 level 4 or lower hero monster from my hand, and if this card again is sent from the monster zone to the grave by a spell effect, I can target 1 hero monster in my grave, except Solid Soldier and special summon Defense. He's really good to get Shadow Mist out, to search, to get your quick play off. Also, you can start combos with ease with him. Next is going to be only 2 Vision Hero Vions, just because I tried 3, it didn't really work out so well, because he's kind of bricky at 3, because, I mean, sure, he lets me send a hero to the grave from my hand, he lets me send 1 hero monster from my deck to the grave, and I can banish a hero to add 1 polymerization, sure, he's an extra fusion, but you guys will see later that there's a lot of fusions in here, or at least there's plenty of fusions in here, so Vion, you don't really need that many of him. Next, only 2 Malicious. He's really good, lets you search him out a lot, but he's only at 2, sadly, can't play 3 of them. He's really good. Next is 1 Drill Dark, 1 Destiny Hero Drill Dark, 1 Destiny Hero Celestial, 1 Destiny Hero Dynatag, 1 Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, 1 Elemental Hero hold on, my bad. So these are only the 4 single Destiny Heroes. Oh yeah, and my bad. And 1 Destiny Hero Plasma. Just because only running each one of these, just because for your fusion, some of them require Destiny monsters. You have plenty, and they're easily recyclable. They each do their own thing. But you'll probably be wondering, why the hell do I play Plasma? Just because if I don't get my fusions out or anything, he's a nice little boss monster that I can start stealing opponents' monsters and attaching them to him. And he gains half their attack, so he can be a pretty cool beat stick, and I contribute 3 to special summon him, so he's really cool. And then like Dynatag is for a free, like if during damage calculation on your player's turn, if I take battle damage, I can discard. Make yourself take no battle damage, and if you do, each player takes 1,000. Or I can banish this card from the grave. Target 1 Destiny monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. So he gets a little stronger to help him survive. Diamond Dude is just to excavate and do all the fun stuff like that. That's why I only play 1 of them, because if it's a spell card, it only works on your next turn. Stuff like that. Celestial, when he declares an attack, he can destroy a spell or trap card, so he's useful in that remark. And then Drill Dark, he's another card I can use to, once he's normal or special, I can special summon 1 Destiny monster from my hand with attack less than or equal to this card's attack. And he does piercing when he attacks a defense. Next up for the hero monsters, 1 Disc Commander, 1 Stratos, and 1 Elemental Hero Honest Neos. Just because, well, Honest Neos is a free 2500, and he's basically Neos, but good for heroes. Can only really need to play one Stratos. We all know what he does. Can destroy spell and trap cards on the field up to the number of hero monsters on the field, excluding himself. Disc Commander, when he's brought back from the grave, I get a +2 and can only use him once per duel. So, that's about really it. Next, on to really the only hand traps that I run in this deck. 2 Ghost Ogre, just for disruption and so I can blow up opponent's field. It's, I mean, you can run Ash if you want, or Veilers, but you're mostly just your extra deck can do a lot of that stuff for you, because this deck doesn't really focus on a lot of negates, it's just on a lot of raw power. Besides, you'll see why, because if you get a certain play out, your hand trap doesn't really matter that much, so Ghost Ogre just for disruption. Then on to your trap cards. 3 Crackdown, just because it's a nice little interruption. Your opponent starts comboing off, and he needs that piece. You can activate Crackdown and steal it. Downside is, though, when Crackdown's destroyed, the monster goes right back, so it's continuous trap, so it stays there as long as the trap card's there or the monster's there, so it's pretty nice. Next, 2 Infinite Impermanence for monster negates, because it can get over tricky monsters. Like, this deck has an issue with Gravekeepers, because this deck loves its graveyard. It can do a lot with its graveyard, so it just has a little tricky thing with Gravekeepers and some other decks, so plus it's there for disruption, so it's a pretty nice trap card. Also acts as a hand trap. Next, you've got 3 Destiny Draw, just because free Pot of Greed, in a sense. You ditch a hero, you just basically ditch 1 Destiny hero to draw 2 cards. It's a nice little way to start building up your grave to use, especially since some of the Destiny heroes you would want in your graveyard anyway. Then we've got, onto the fusion part of the deck, we've got 3 Fusion Destiny, because, well, this card lets me do it from deck as well, so I can get cards out. I can get my good hero monsters out relatively with ease. Like you want to get Destiny Hero Dominance out. He's a really good monster, does a lot. But any monster fusion summoned with this card is destroyed on the end phase. So, but with Dominance, when he's destroyed by an effect or by battle, I get to summon 3 level 9 or lower heroes from my grave, so yeah. Pretty good card all around. Next. 2 Mask Change. Like I said, this deck runs plenty of fusion. Mask Change is what you want for your Dark Law, just so it's a really good thing, because turn 1 Dark Law is amazing. Very good. Next, 1 Polymerization, just so when you run out of fusions, you got Poly left in your deck to do more stuff with. Then, 1 Rhoda, 1 Reinforcement of the Army. Search out your warriors, so if you're missing a piece of your combo, you can easily do that, because your whole deck is warriors, minus your hand traps. So, yeah, pretty good card. Then, 3 Twin Twisters, just to get over really annoying cards, because this deck doesn't have a lot of back row destruction, so Twin Twisters really helps a lot. Then, 1 Hero Lives. It's just when you're backed into a corner, or crappy hand, or just to keep on going into combos. Pay 2k life points, but it's worth it. Then 1 Monster Reborn, combo extender, or to bring back some other things like reviving a Dominance, or doing more with that. So yeah, good card. Now, on to the extra deck. We're going to start off with 3 extra hero, Cross Crusadia. Really good Link 2. When he's Link summoned, I can target 1 Destiny hero monster in my grave, special summon it, I can tribute one Destiny Hero monster, add one hero monster with a different name from your deck. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. Once per turn, also, you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this card's effect, except hero monsters. So his downside really doesn't hurt you, because all you're doing is summoning hero monsters. So really good Link 2 card. And he was the new support that was added, so really good. Next is one Wonder Driver and one Decimator. Wonder Hero, it's just when a hero monster is more of a special summon to a zone this card points to. I can add target one polymerization card, one fusion spell card, or one quick play spell card from your grave and set that target. And then once per turn, if this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the grave, this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to your grave. I can special summon a hero monster from my hand. So Wonder Driver, only really one of, because doesn't really do else much. He just helps you get your fusions out, and then when he dies, he lets you do a little more. And then Decimator, he's really cool because if you have a graveyard of a bunch of heroes, this card and any card that it points to, any hero monster that it points to, also gains 100 for each hero monster in the grave. And this card attacks defense and inflicts piercing damage, so nice little boss, Link 3. So, yeah, he's a really good boss monster overall. Plus, he helps your heroes who aren't naturally strong get stronger. Then, 2 Darklaw. Really good card, turn 1. If you have Mass Change. Only requires, must be special summoned by Mass Change. But then any card added by your opponent, any card added to your opponent's hand by card effect, I can banish one random card from his hand. Then also, his grave doesn't exist. Basically, any card sent to the grave is banished instead. And yeah, he's pretty powerful. He's really good. If you're going first, turn 1, can do a lot. Then I'm going to start off with Dominance. Basically, nice little guy. Like I said, during my main phase, I can look up the top 5 cards of my deck or my opponent's deck and rearrange them in any order I see fit. And then, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, I get a card. I get to draw 1 card. So pretty good effect overall so far. But then, if this fusion summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect, target 3 level 9 or lower Destiny hero monsters. You have different names in your grave, special summon them. So, the 3 Destiny hero monsters use to fusion it, or if you use 3 Destiny hero fusion monsters, really good card. You get some back for free. So yeah, Dominance, must have, and I only play 1 just because you only need 1. Next, 1 Ankai, just because 3/2800 and summoned by Mass Change, you can attack directly, but using this fact, the battle damage he takes is halved, and this card destroys opponent's monster by battle, and since grave I can add 1 quick change spell card from my deck to hand. So, nice little way of going on even more, because I can attack and then immediately swap out for a Darklaw. Then one Dystopia, because this card is summoned. Especially when I can target 1 level 4 or lower Destiny monster in my grave, inflict damage equal to that card's attack. And then this card's this card's current attack is different from the original attack. Except during the dash that quick effect, you can target 1 card in the field and destroy it. And if you do, this card's attack becomes equal to this card's original attack. So, Dystopia, really good card. Nice little 2800 beater fusion monster. Does a lot. Next, you've got Destiny Hero Dusktopia. He's just basically Dystopia, but a little beefed up. If this card is fusion summoned, I can fusion summon 1 fusion monster. I can fusion summon 1 fusion summon monster from your deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target 1 monster on the field, make it unable to be destroyed by battle or card effects, and if you do, your player takes any battle damage from attacks involving that monster until the end of this turn. So, really good card, protects your monsters, 3k attack, 3k defense, good beat stick. And then, next is going to be where is it? is going to be a Destiny Hero Dangerous. Sorry for that pause. I had to find it. Again, nice fusion monster. 1 Destiny Hero monster plus 1 Dark Effect monster. He's a nice little card. And then quick effect, I can discard 1 card, send 1 Destiny Hero monster from your hand or deck to the grave, and if you do, Destiny Hero monster control gain 200 attack for each Destiny Hero monster in my grave until the end of this turn. So, again, power up, which most of the Destiny Hero monsters do that because, again, a lot of your monsters aren't that strong. Or they're strong, but you want them to get stronger. And then, I have Dragoon in here. I'm taking him out. He's just there. I'm not really going to read the effect. If you want to pause it to read the effect, sure. My camera could focus. But, yeah, I don't run Dogma. I only run Plasma because Dogma is kind of useless. So, don't be surprised if you don't see him ever again. And then... But here's another useful one. Vision Hero Trinity. Only requires three hero monsters. And he's a 2500 attack, 2000 defense monster. But the funny thing is, after his card is fusion summoned, for the rest of this turn, his attack is double its original attack, and then this fusion monster can make 3 attacks. Take a second and third attack on monsters, but cannot attack directly. So, he's a nice little board wiper. Pretty strong. He can go up against lightning. At least he can crash. So, really nice monster. And then this guy, we've got another Vision Hero Adoration. Basically, I can target hero monster and 1 monster on my opponent's side of the field. He loses attack and defense equal to that monster's attack and defense for the rest of this turn. Makes things weaker and softer to hit. So, yeah, really good monster, but I don't use him that much. But overall, this Destiny Hero deck is worth it. I didn't pay that much for it. Probably all around, you could pick up this whole deck, and then if you have any cards that are listed in here, throw them all together. But a deck core like this is probably going to be around like $47. So it's a really good deck, really fun deck actually. But it's worth it overall. So yeah, definitely, if you guys love heroes, definitely pick up this deck. It's fun. But anywho, this has been your boy Globmaboopin. And like I said earlier, a like and subscribe would be really helpful. My goal is to reach 50 subscribers, and then I'll do a nice little special video, maybe like a nice little set away time with subscribers. Get to, if you guys have PS4 or anything like that, I can play a game with you guys and just have some fun with subscribers, and you guys can tell me what you'd like to see next. But anywho, this has been your boy Globmaboopin, signing out. Peace.